It's our right to let the dishes soak overnight.
And to mow the lawn tomorrow-ish.
We proudly declare that, yes, we are still watching that.
And no, we won't be cooking tonight.
We, the lazy, are taking back lazy.
By getting comfy on our LaZBoy furniture.
LaZBoy, long live the lazy.
Introducing two iconic brands, now together as one. LaZBoy plus TEMPURResponse memory foam. The innovation of comfort with advanced pressure relief and support provides the ultimate relaxation. Our recliner cushion includes a high resiliency foam base layer, topped with a layer of TEMPURResponse memory foam for one-of-a-kind support, deeper relaxation, and enhanced durability.
And good evening, everyone. So nice to be with all of you. My name is Sarah. I will be your host, and we get to talk about comfort and relaxation tonight. How does that sound? In fact, you might be watching from your seated couch, or maybe you're in a LaZBoy right now. How would you like an upgrade? Our weekly deal drops from LaZBoy are some of the most anticipated events of the year, because I know it's a considered purchase, but when you get the #1 brand, the brand that's been around for more than 100 years, and you get all the bells and whistles, you get one of their #1 best-selling silhouettes, and you get a choice of colors and flexible payments and financing here at HSN, you'll say, well, it's about time I finally got in on a great LaZBoy recliner. You are looking at our Finley. This is our Finley rocker recliner. You can choose it in 2 different styles. You can choose the manual, or you can choose the power rocker, which you plug in and you have a remote control. Either way, you've got options. I'll take you through the colors. This first one, I just want to double check. This is our sea glass. It has just a little bit of sort of a sea grass green color shade to it. It's very pretty. It's almost a gray with just a hint of green, so I think the name is perfect, Sea Glass. We have one of our very first ever prints to welcome into the LaZBoy family. This is the Mist. It has a little bit of green, a little bit of that ivory. It's one of our most limited colors. Hemp is like a gorgeous natural shade. It has a little bit of a texture to it, a beautiful, soft, almost linen-like feel, and we have it for you in natural. I'm gonna hang out here with Amy Salm, who's joining us from LaZBoy to tell us about our most recent weekly deal drop. And Amy, these are always so very popular. In fact, I rarely get to do a presentation with you.
I know.
Because they sell out very early in the week. Now, our weekly deal drops, they launch on Monday and they end on Sunday. So I know our choices go quickly, but you can choose your color.
That's right.
And then you can choose whether you want the manual or the power version. I'll just say this quickly. These are more than $1,000 off retail, right?
That's right.
And you do something very special for us here at HSN.
We do. Because of our partnership, we also include in that price your delivery and white glove setup, which is unheard of in the furniture industry. You always end up paying more for those features. And I had mattresses delivered a few weeks ago. It was another $249 after they totaled the ticket to tell me that there's delivery included. So you know that you're saving quite a bit of money depending on where you are in the country and how close you might be to a distribution center. So we're excited about that, Sarah, that we can offer that.
Well, tell us. Yeah, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. So the first thing I want you to do, Sarah, is I want you to touch the fabric, and let's talk about how soft the fabric is.
Very soft.
This is the first time we've introduced this specific fabric, the second time we've introduced the Finley, the first time we've introduced all of these lighter tones versus the jewel tones, and the first time in this fabric that we also combine that with our conserve innovation. And conserve is conserving our landfills of the plastic bottles. So what we do is we collect these bottles before they go, your water bottles, before they go to a landfill. We are taking them and baking them into chips. The chips are formed into little pellets, and the pellets, just like your man-made fibers, go through an extrusion process, and they're blended in with this fabric. And that's why I wanted you to say, how soft is this? Because you think about a water bottle and how that texture is. How is it possible that we can make that then into a soft extruded yarn? These feel like flannel. And then when you look in, the texture alone gives you a wonderful menswear look with some herringbone in it, with some linen look in it, and then the texture follows right along with it.
I love the new colors. I absolutely love the new colors. Now, just so you know, we do not get LaZBoy special offers very often here at HSN. You're only here a couple times a year.
Yes.
On occasion, it's a Today Special, but we don't even really do those very often. This is a weekly deal drop. So you're gonna pick your color, and you're gonna choose manual, or you're gonna choose the Power Recliner. The Power Recliner comes with the remote control. The manual is the classic sort of crank ratchet style. It has a lot of different positions. Either way, you're getting all these kind of really high-end features. But let me just kind of break it down for you. The retail value on the rocker itself is more than $2,000, $2,100. Our weekly deal drop is $1,199, and that means you're saving about $1,000 off. And you can put this on a monthly interest-free payment of $239. And that is the best way to get home an investment like a national brand like LaZBoy. So that is our rocker recliner. That's, again, a $2,100 value. If you want to get the power version, you pay a little bit more, but obviously you get a few more benefits, like you plug it in and you use the remote control. It's a $3,000 retail value, coming in at $3,180. Our price is $1,839, and that means you are also saving, over $1,000 off the regular price, about $1,300 off. You actually save more with the power version. There's one other way to finance your order. You can put these on major credit cards of your choice, interest-free payments over the next 5 months. But we also have VIP financing, which is 18-month financing on the HSN credit card. You can take the next 18 months to pay this off, and that's going to be anywhere between $66 and $102 a month. If you don't have the HSN credit card, well, we can get you instantly approved over the phone or online. And that way we can get you started right away, and you'll get $10 off just for signing up today. But there's no annual fee with the HSN credit card. And with 18-month interest-free financing on a major purchase like LaZBoy, it is probably one of the best reasons to get that HSN card today. So would you like to go through the features first?
I would.
Okay.
I would, please. Let's start on the outside, because this is what everybody's doing and thinking about first. We'll do the mechanisms in just a minute, because you're going to look at these fabulous colors. Natural is next to me. Next to that is the hemp, and that's kind of that sandy, absolute sandy color. I almost give it a burlap tone, that lighter shade of burlap. Then the mist, which is our first time pattern, and of course the sea glass, as Sarah said. It's a beautiful green gray color and a little bit of blue undertones too. This is our Conserve Eye Clean fabric. Now Sarah, I always use the cranberry juice. I used to use wine, but this is actually stickier. I'm gonna pour the cranberry juice right on it. Look, it's going right off the fabric.
Hang on, I wanna wait for our cameras to catch up with you. So you just poured cranberry juice on the fabric that all the recliners come with.
Yes, so this is any color, and you can see I've got more on the floor than I have on the fabric itself. The beauty of this is that Eye Clean fabrics are liquid repellent and stain lifting. So if this was salsa, you literally pick it up and then you'll dab, just like I'm going to do with the liquids. This gets a 5 out of 5 stars for cleanability and family-friendly fabrics. Now, there's all the cranberry sauce, or the cranberry juice, that literally landed on the table. All I'm going to do is lay this towel down. Now, this is your standard paper towel from the kitchen. There's nothing special about it. Watch that move and bring right in to the paper towel. Now look, there's where all that cranberry juice is. Now there's a few dots, believe it or not, they fall off from that bigger spill. All I'm gonna do is take a fresh corner, draw it in. Same thing with these little tiny dots that fell off as well, what I call from that big drop. This is all I'm doing.
Okay, that is amazing.
Okay, now, one little, you can't probably see it with the camera, but I can up close. There's a few tiny little ones that also fell off. Now, Sarah, how dry is that?
You can't even tell there. You can't even tell you just poured cranberry juice all over it. And I know this is the #1 reason you don't buy light colored furniture, because I grew up with a mother who said we are never getting a white couch, right? You know, my mom was so practical, bless her. And you know what? She's still very practical today, because she still has a white couch, but she wouldn't buy it unless it had like a stain protector on it, which costs extra if you shop anywhere else, or they give you like a spray can and you're supposed to do it yourself at home. I'm not sure how great that's gonna work. So you are getting water repellent, stain repellent fabric with every single one of these recliners. That is a huge upgrade.
Now,
so easy to
the
clean.
Back. There's the back. So you know that I got everything up, because you would have been able to see it through the back.
Clear plastic.
If you don't have clean fabric like your mother's talking about, or if you didn't pay extra to have a spray, or you didn't go to a big box store to get the can of spray, which by the time only works once. Once you sit down in it, you actually have more on your clothes than you did on your furniture. That cranberry juice, as you can see, is right here on that foam. Now for me, because I'm right here with what I can do, I can get that up out of the foam. But if this is in your home and it's upholstered with your fabric, you can't see the foam. So all of this beautiful foam that you've paid for and your furniture that you've paid for now lives underneath the fabric. You got it off the surface, but everything else will go down inside if it's not iClean and conserve fabric.
And let's talk about what's on the inside.
So LaZBoy uses high resiliency foam. Now I have a cue ball so that you can see. This is what it's like when you sit down on your furniture first. LaZBoy is the only company that has partnered with Tempur-Pedic, and that is the #1 known name brand for mattresses. And we put the Tempur-Pedic underneath or on top of where you're sitting, and then the high resiliency foam is underneath. And look what happens there. It stops the body weight so that when you sit down, every pressure point in your body is completely encompassed with the memory foam, so that when you stand up, it comes back to its standard seating. This took our scientists and their engineers over 5 years to go from the size of a mattress down to a seat cushion that is now fully encompassed. I know, look at your fingers.
First of all, it feels amazing.
And this goes all the way from the back of the seat.
My handprint disappears.
It did, and that's the beauty of it, is that we are fully taking care of your comfort, and that's LaZBoy. We talk about the durability of the LaZBoy recliner, which we'll talk about with our plant visuals. But we also talk about LaZBoy being the #1 company known for comfort in your home furnishings industry. And now we're adding the innovation of the iClean Conserve fabric, the innovation of the TEMPURResponse that you won't find from anywhere else, and then of course our innovation with our frames, how they're built, and of course the innovation of having a wireless remote and a infinite reclining position power recliner.
In fact, it has lots of different ways you can adjust. So let's walk them through kind of all the different sort of positions you can be in. You can adjust the back, you can adjust the leg rest, you can adjust the headrest, and you can also adjust the lumbar support.
So I'm gonna start with the manual recliner. This is how we got started 97 years ago. This is the arc handle, which is a custom order feature. It's longer and it has that beautiful color of the nickel finish. In the front is a little tiny divot, so you don't need to hold on to the handrail and the handle itself. A lot of people have dexterity issues. We designed this so you don't have to think about holding on tight and then turning the recliner. So that's single finger and gives you a one position locking footrest. Here's the second position locking leg rest, and then you go into the third. So each position locks so that if a child came to you or a dog wanted to jump on your lap, that footrest is not going to collapse. Now, we also added in the manuals an 18 position ratchet that raises the footrest up higher and reclines the back more. This gives you 54 reclining positions. Everyone else out there only gives you one. So we're 53 more reclining positions, and that Tempur-Pedic goes all the way to the back, all the way to the front. The solid foam on your arms and the outsides, and the foam goes all the way to the back. And then we even give you the foam in the actual back itself, wrapped in Dacron, so that you get the ultimate comfort.
That just looks so inviting, doesn't it? So that is the color that we are calling
This is natural. Right.
And just to remind you, then there is hemp, and I'll give you updates as we go, because we have both colors, I should say, we have both styles in each of the colors.
Right.
We have the manual, and you can also choose the power option. So here's what's gonna happen though. We're gonna start to lose options in some of the colors. Natural, do we still have both? It just launched today, already very popular. So we have the manual and we have the power in the natural. If you do want the hemp, we have still both the manual and the power version. Our most limited is the mist. I think people are loving this new print.
That's right, and this was selling out so quickly in our first hour, which was just a couple hours ago. Everyone loves the idea of having that designer look in their home. It's easy to do the solids. The nice thing about this pattern is it goes with all three of the solid colors perfectly. So if you're looking for one design for the home and maybe a solid, they will work so well together.
Oh, I love that idea. And then our last color here is the sea mist, which is, sea glass, which is just super, super pretty. So here's what's happening. We have two options in both of, two options in all of these colors, and we have flexible payments, we have free shipping, we have in-home delivery that they will call and schedule and place and assemble in your room of choice.
That's right.
But our weekly deal drop, it's launching today. This is your best chance to get your #1 color and your #1 style. They're all over $1,000 off. And I understand LaZBoy is still a considered purchase. It is one of the premium leading national brands when it comes to recliners. There is no other comparison. LaZBoy is in a class by itself. Now, if you want to consider the power version, Amy's got the remote control, and she's going to show you how easy it is to use a remote control.
So the remote itself was designed and engineered by LaZBoy and is patented. At the top, you have a home button. Then you have two memory setting buttons, similar to what you would have in your car in the driver's seat. You have the first layer is raising and lowering the headrest, raising and lower, or I should say the back, raising and lowering the legs, increasing the height of the leg rest, and then increasing the lumbar support. So let me just start by reclining the back. So each touch of the button reclines the back a little bit at a time. And notice you can still rock because these are rockers. Now, as I continue to recline, I'm going to start raising the leg rest. And again, infinite reclining positions, one little touch allows that to go back. Now, if you want to go into a full bed recline, you can press both of those buttons together, and it's whisper quiet and goes into that full recline in less than 7 seconds. Now, if that's your favorite napping position, hit the #1 button. You'll hear a beep. That's now programmed as a favorite setting. Now, let's say you want to stop napping and now you're ready to watch HSN. Watch what happens with the headrest. I'm going to raise this up, and it comes up another 55 degrees. So now you can still be in a resting position.
Oh, nice.
But you can come up and to have a conversation.
This is like one of those adjustable beds.
I know, it is. And then in the center, which we're always known for our lumbar support, we give you a 4th motor. And watch what happens with this fabric. We're going to increase that lumbar up another 3 inches. So this allows you to get customized seating. Then you have that TEMPURResponse that gives you customized comfort, all in one recliner. Now, we're going to save this into position #2. And then when we're ready to sit up, again, whisper quiet. If this is in a bedroom where your loved one needs to sit upright or sleep upright and not wake the other partner, there you go. If it's a new baby and you don't want to wake the baby, use this power because it comes up so naturally and easily for the baby not to be woken. And then, of course, you have that gentle rocking motion that's set for anyone based on your body weight. That's what's so beautiful about these chairs. They customize not only to you with what we've done, but even the rocking is customized to your body weight, which is natural, our natural rocking rhythm. Now, these are in a cradle. The cradle is magnetic. On the outside of the cradle, you have a home button and your 2 memory buttons. You also have a USB port for a full charging. And let's just say you've lost your remote. In the front is a button, and the remote will beep. And once you've found it, you press any button.
Amazing.
That will stop. And what if you have little ones at home that like to run away while you're rocking and using the reclining? This is a communication button. So when that gets slid to the back, the wireless remote will not work. So they can't trick you and start making you do different reclining positions. And then when you're ready, slide this back to the front and you have full communication. And we're gonna go back to that single button operation going into that full recline.
Look at that. Okay, I need to sit in this while you take us through a few of those motions. But I also just want to point something out here, which I hope you're all paying attention. We have the best prices anywhere for these LaZBoy chairs. We have the best prices available in the market. If you want to shop out there in the market and look around, look for all these bells and whistles, look for all these features, look for the water repellent, stain repellent fabric, look for the manual version, and you will see that our power version is a better price than the manual version out there at retail. That's why if and when you decide to take that investment and really treat yourself to something amazing like LaZBoy, shop here at HSN. We will give you the best prices. We also have the best financing options. Okay, so if I'm sitting in my LaZBoy for the first time, what do you recommend we do first?
The first thing is just what you're doing right now. See how natural it was to start rocking? Now, I want you to use the upper oval button.
Okay.
And that is going to start reclining the back. So if you're longer legs, what I do want to point out, I'm going to squeeze in here between these 2 chairs.
Sure.
If you have longer legs, every time you recline the back, this seat comes forward. So it's always supporting the back of the knee. Now, when you get into the comfort area that you like for the reclining, then the next oval button is we're going to raise the leg rest. Now, notice she's still rocking, which is beautiful.
This is very comfortable.
Now go up to your leg rest.
Now I'm going to slowly lift my legs, and this is really easy. I'm just pressing the button. It's easy to really tell on the remote whether it's the back or whether it's the legs. Okay, so here we go.
And what's really nice is it supports. Look, all the way down to the ankles, you get that fabulous support. So go ahead and recline till you're ready.
Okay. Okay, this feels pretty good right about here.
Now, let's lock that into number 1.
Okay, so I just press the number 1 button?
Correct.
Number 1, baby.
Oh, that went, we didn't
Oh, we already had it maybe set for a different number 1.
No, that's okay, because we're going to override it. We're going to, let's bring you back up. So use
I'm going to just,
the opposite side, bring your back up.
I like how you can, you can really adjust it in like the smallest increments. Okay, right about there.
Now press and hold the 1 button harder.
Okay, just keep it down, keep it down.
There, now it's reset.
I just said it.
Yes.
How about that? So anytime I get in this chair, if it's like my chair, I want it on my setting, I press 1.
Correct.
And if someone else sits in my chair, they can have a different setting. And maybe they're a different size.
They could be a different size. Or if you're buying this just strictly for yourself or a loved one and you want to gift it, they can have 2 reclining positions that are favored. The nice thing is our backs and our bodies feel different every single day and sometimes multiple times during the day. That's the beauty of the recliner. You get to change it as your body has the need for the change.
I kind of feel weightless right now.
I know.
I kind of feel like I'm floating. I mean, there's a magic to LaZBoy. You guys have been doing this for 100 years.
Almost,
Does anybody know recliners like LaZBoy? Do they know how you can adjust the head, you can adjust the lumbar, you can adjust the legs, you can adjust the incline, the recline, the decline. I mean, you name it. You're getting like a customized chair, and we've got them at more than $1,000 off retail. Now you can get the power if you were shopping the manuals out there in the marketplace. Nowhere else do we have all these colors in both a manual and a power option. So let's show the manual. because I want everyone to sort of start thinking about what color you prefer and if you prefer the manual or the power. The power has obviously a little bit higher price tag, but it's also the bigger discount. We're showing you the footprint on the side of the screen. I like how these are designed. If you think about maybe a LaZBoy of the past, they looked kind of overstuffed, or they looked too round, or they maybe seemed to take up too much of the space in your home, or they had a real sort of definitive style. These are very clean. These are very modern. These could be something that you can mix and match with any of your decor, right?
Absolutely, because that's the beauty of these colors. You know, we usually give you that brown, that burgundy, the navy blue, and those go with everything, even if you have lighter contemporary colors. The same with these. These are the first time we've ever offered a lighter palette, and they go with all of your darker jewel tones as well. They soften everything up and make it a little more seasonal towards the summer season. But they're always beautiful. These chairs at 34 inches wide, if you were able to add a pair of those, 68 inches is exactly the size of a small sofa or a larger love seat. So you can put them side by side and have beautiful space taken up. You know, when you're sitting in a love seat, how many people really sit in a love seat? One person. Right. How many people really sit in a sofa? Two people.
Yeah.
You know, you've got that empty cushion that's always there that you're paying for. Here you can have two seats, two people, 4 different comfort levels at any time that you want. Now, I do want to show that the power recliner does come with over 8 feet of cord, because you think about, where am I going to plug this in? Also attached to that cord is a power surge protection. That offers you to add 2 9-volt batteries, so if a power ever goes out, you come back to a seated, upright, and rocking position. But that surge protection allows you to not need an extension cord or extension surge protectors. It's all built in. Well, what if you don't want the cord? That's a lot of cord. You don't want to trip.
Yeah.
You don't want your powered vacuum to run over it and catch it. We offer on hsn.com our lithium-ion battery. This actually attaches to the back of the power cord, charges in 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 hours, depending on your outlet and how many things are plugged in. And then the charge itself is for 7 to 10 days. If you happen to lose your power, this keeps you charged during that loss of power time. And we are in the summer. We know hurricanes are supposed to be a big deal this year, or heavy storms, which we've already seen happening across the country. If the power goes out, your recliner will work through that entire process.
Yeah, and I like the option of having the battery, because then you don't always have to have it plugged in, or you've got something if you do lose power. You can add that to your order, and that can also be on your 5 interest-free monthly payments on your major credit card, or you can also put that on your HSN credit card, and everybody has the next 18 months to pay these off. But I just kind of want to walk you through our choices here in our last couple moments and make sure that you have an opportunity to order this before they sell out. Every single time we offer a weekly deal drop from LaZBoy, I've watched the presentations throughout the week, Amy, and I'm like, oh no, now the brown is gone, now the black is gone, now the tan is gone, and now there's only red and white left. We lose colors and we lose options. So you can choose manual or you can choose power. Power has the remote. Gosh, I really think you're gonna love the power. I think you're gonna love the ease of use of that. Plus it is the biggest savings. So once you pick your style, power or manual, then you're gonna pick your favorite color. So this one is our sea glass, and it is a very soft gray with just like a hint of green, just a very subtle hint. If you have a beachside cottage, that would be perfect for you. Mist has a little bit of like a sage green and a cream. I know this has been very popular. How many do we have left now in either the manual or the power option in our mist color? Because I know we have 32 left now in the manual and 34 left in the power. So if you're even thinking about the mist, our very first ever sort of version with a print, this is the way to go. And you're showing this color next to it.
Natural next to it, because we're sitting the seagrass right beside, and we have the hemp right beside. But look how beautiful the natural looks with it as well.
Because I know a lot of you are getting two.
Yes.
These are very hard pieces of furniture to share. I don't recommend sharing. You're going to want one. Your husband, your partner, your spouse, your roommate's gonna want one. Get a set for mom and dad, maybe for Father's Day. They're gonna be so thrilled. This is the hemp, and then we have it for you in the natural. So here's how easy it is to pay. You can put this on your major credit card of choice. We have the next 5 months that you can pay this off interest-free. Even better, take the next 18 months on our HSN credit card, and then you will not pay any interest if paid in full over the next 18 months. And you can start that at about $66 a month. If you have not tried a LaZBoy, or if you haven't had one in many, many years, now's your chance. And I can't wait to tell you more about it. So we'll come back after this short break and give you a little bit more information. But it's also Clinique Month here at HSN. Clinique Month, well, it only happens once a year. We give you great values and great savings. You can just pop in Clinique into your search window at hsn.com. They're all on sale. They're all on free shipping. But if you are not super comfortable right now watching HSN, there's a good chance you need a LaZBoy. And it only comes around once in a blue moon that we do the LaZBoy weekly deal drops. So join us right after this. We're going to give you a look at LaZBoy. We're also going to remind you about our best value of the day from Coop Pillows. So don't go too far.
Meet award-winning chef, successful restaurateur, and television star, Chef Jet Tila.
I'm a master of Asian cuisine and so much more. My line of cookware and prep tools will take you on a culinary journey around the world and build your skills in the kitchen so you can have more time to enjoy the results. And you can only find my exclusive cookware line on HSN.
We're standing up for our right to be lazy.
By sitting down.
And reclining back.
We work full-time and we parent full-time.
We will be reclined until further notice.
It's our right to let the dishes soak overnight.
And to mow the lawn tomorrow-ish.
We proudly declare that, yes, we are still watching that.
And no, we won't be cooking tonight.
We, the lazy, are taking back lazy.
By getting comfy on our LaZBoy furniture.
LaZBoy, long live the lazy.
We are loving the lazy. In fact, I'm really loving this lazy job I have tonight. Can't believe I get paid for this. But here's what we're talking about. LaZBoy furniture, which we're going to come back to in just a moment. But I want to remind you about my new favorite pillow. I have been sleeping on Coop pillows since they launched back in August. And they are finally back for the very first time, back by popular demand, and at the same today's special price we did back in August. We only do this once a year. We have the best price anywhere in the country. These are the top rated pillows in the market. Consumer Reports, best pillow. Insider Magazine, best pillow. New York Magazine, best pillow. The Today Show, best pillow. If you haven't tried them, we have them just for today at an amazing value. We have the Queen, we have the King, we have them at nearly 50% off the regular price. So check out what everyone's talking about. They have all the buzz in the pillow world. So that'll help you get lazy. And then I think, well, for the ultimate in LaZBoy, we got to do something really great, like a weekly deal drop. I'm here with Amy Salm from LaZBoy, who's been a part of our HSN family. Gosh, how many years now?
I think we're going on 5 this fall.
5 years.
I think
wow.
so. I know.
Welcome back. And you don't get to come here very often.
I don't.
We're not here every week. We're not here every month. In fact, we only do a couple deals the entire year. So this is like your LaZBoy week. We launch these on Monday. They end on Sunday. However, many of the colors and choices do go very quickly. So just to kind of break it down, we offer you a choice in this weekly deal drop of either the manual or the power option. Manual has that nice little ratcheting crank with all the different positions. You get all the same features in both versions. The power just has it all in the remote control. So once you pick your version, you can pick your color. We have 4 different colors for you to choose from, and I'll walk you through each of those colors right now. You see the natural, which is closest to us, that beautiful, almost really not true white and not really a cream, but it is a perfect natural. Next to the natural, we have it for you in the hemp, and that's like almost like a linen color. Linen is really big in fashion right now. Linen pants are back, linen blazers are back, and now you have a chair to match. You'll blend right in, and then we have this really cool print that we are calling Mist, and the Mist has been very popular and also our most limited choice, I think, out of all of them. And our last color there is the Sea Glass, which is that beautiful, soft, almost like pale gray green color. The delivery is in-home delivery. That's not gonna cost you a penny. They call, they schedule it, they tell you when they're 30 minutes away. Oh, there it is. And they actually will bring it into your home. They will set it up in the room that you want it. You want it in the baby's room? Fine. You want living room? Fine. You want it in the den? You want it in the entertainment area? You want it in a bedroom? Upstairs, downstairs. They set it up for you and they assemble it in your home. We have a brand new version of our Finley today, but this is one of your #1 best-selling kind of silhouettes from LaZBoy.
It is.
And this is the #1 brand when it comes to recliners. LaZBoy, I grew up with the LaZBoy recliner.
Many, many of us did. And the nice thing about LaZBoy, and yes, it is a big ticket item, but the item itself lasts generations. You know, we think about some things that we buy for a couple years or so, and then I'll drive around different neighborhoods and I see different pieces of furniture kind of sitting out there with the garbage cans, right? But you rarely see a LaZBoy like that. If you do see a LaZBoy, it's because someone's going to pass it on to the next generation. We actually had a mother call on one day about 5 years ago and said, "I'm so excited you have LaZBoys. I've had mine for 25 years. I rocked my son in it. He's moving to his very first apartment. I'm giving it to him, and I'm buying a new one." And that's the kind of things that we hear. It's heirloom furniture because it is made by hand. Now, I'm going to just start because I know everybody, look, it's going right off the furniture again, right onto the foam. But this is what
Okay, hang on. Let me show everybody what you're doing
All
here.
right.
This is the fabric that is on the cover of every single LaZBoy that we have for you today. And this fabric is water resistant and it's stain resistant.
Yes.
In fact, they're so confident that it is stain resistant. This demonstration always makes me very nervous. You're actually gonna pour cranberry juice on the fabric.
Yes, and this is the natural color. I'm not doing anything different. I've used this sample several times today, but this is what happens. Now, I could probably get some of this to roll around and make that spill a little larger. There we go. You can see how that is just hanging on to the surface. Now, this is a saturated paper towel. It's just one you would get right out of the kitchen. So you can see I've already picked up what fell on the carpet and on the foam itself. But I'm gonna take a dry corner. I'm gonna set this on the spill. I'm not trying to dab it. I'm not trying to rub it. I'm just letting the spill come to the paper towel. You can continue to see how it absorbs right through. There is nothing here, and it's totally dry to the touch. So let's grab another fresh corner, pick up this little drop, and we'll pick up this drop. And oh, by the way, this drop dropped another tiny one. So I'm gonna pick it up. And yes, you can have creamy white furniture in your home, and look on the back. There's nothing that's gone through. Now, when I spilled that, some of it went right on the cushion, which I can see. If you did not have this iClean Conserve fabric, it would have gone straight through the back and right into the foam. When you have upholstered furniture, you can't see what's inside. This just happens to be freestanding today, so I could get that spill up. But this is what would be sitting inside your furniture for the life that you own it. And this is why we want and bring our iClean fabrics to HSN. It's the only fabric that we will use because LaZBoy wants you to live in your furniture. We know there's pizza night. We know there's popcorn and movie night. We know there's ice cream night. Those types of stains just lift off the surface. And if you were like one year, my granddaughter knocked my arm and I had a 32-ounce drink and it went all over our sofa. And my husband said, don't worry, it's iClean. I felt like he was making a commercial for LaZBoy, but it's absolutely right. I was able to go to the kitchen, get paper towels, and dabbed up 32 ounces off the surface of the furniture.
If you do not have iClean fabric, what's happening? Anything you spill goes all the way through to the foam that's underneath, and then there's nothing you can do about it. You can't throw the LaZBoy in the washer. No. Last time I checked, it's just a little big. So here's what I recommend you do: check out all of the beautiful colors and the choices on our website right now at hsn.com. We rarely get to offer these incredible values, and I will tell you, I dare you to compare, shop around. We have about $1,000 to up to $1,300 off the LaZBoy retail prices here at HSN. This is an exclusive offer. No one else is doing these colors. No one else is doing this particular rocker at these values with these great interest-free financing options. You can take the next 5 months to pay this off on your major credit card of choice. You could also say, you know what, I think I'll take that HSN credit card, because don't they have 18-month financing? Yes, we can offer 18-month financing. And there's not a hook or a fee or anything that you got to worry about with the HSN credit card. You can just now enjoy payments as low as $66 a month or up to $102 a month if you want that version with the remote. And you've got the next 18 months to pay this off interest-free. But you're right, this is furniture for a lifetime. This is furniture for decades to come. This is a great investment in your home. Furniture is one of the most important decisions that we make as homeowners, or whether you're renting or whether you're entering a new phase in life and you're like, wait a minute, I need some grown-up furniture now. I have arrived. I'm finally getting my LaZBoy. These are very, very popular every time we launch them here at HSN, and we start to lose the colors and options very quickly. But if you like the big savings and you like our financing, this is the perfect time to lean in. We're going to walk you through all the details and show you why this LaZBoy really has all the features, all the bells and whistles, and of course all the comfort, whether you're small or whether you're tall, whether you're 100 pounds, whether you're 200 pounds. Is there any weight limit to these?
These are tested up to 300 pounds.
Okay, nice.
And that's what LaZBoy does in their factories. We actually create these. These are custom order items that we've already built for you. So when you get that phone call to schedule delivery, you know that that order's already been made. This is what we do. We stamp our own metal. We are very particular on the hardwoods that we use and how we shape the furniture. We don't do a one-size-fits-all. Each style has its own recipe, if you will. This is the foam that's been cut that fits an individual style. When we put our Dacron over our foam for the backs, it's done in a very specific way. If this had loose Dacron in it, which we've had on HSN before, we tumble that 3 times. The industry standard is 1. We sew our own fabrics. We actually test the fabrics, not just for the cleanability and the living, but we want you to know that when you're in your furniture, whether you have your shoes on or off, that fabric's not going to break apart. We test the frames 100,000 times, and look how we're pulling the arms of the recliner away from the frame to make sure that there's no injury to the frame itself. Then once the furniture's finished, we put it in a box and we drop it from, I think it's 6 to 8 feet, so that you know when your chair gets delivered in your home, LaZBoy has taken those steps to make sure that your purchase is set, ready, and put together beautifully. That custom order that you get, whether it's the fabric, which is a custom order feature, the arc handle on the manual is custom order, that power wireless remote, that's a custom order feature. Our coffee finish on the bottom is custom order. TEMPURResponse memory foam, all of these pieces are custom order. If you went on to LaZBoy.com and custom ordered all of these pieces, these parts that you need to bring together in the recipe, you would be waiting 6 to 8 weeks for your furniture. By having us put this order together with our partnership with HSN, these are ready to go. So in 7 to 10 days, We're going to give you a call. We make the appointment. No matter where you live in the United States, we have distribution centers all over, and then we make that appointment. So your custom order built furniture will be delivered in 21 days or less.
You know, that's a big deal, because I know when you finally make a big decision when it comes to furniture, the last thing you want to do is wait around for 6 to 8 weeks. Like, you want your chair and you want it now. You can see, you can adjust all different angles of this. You can adjust the feet, you can adjust the back. I can lift it up, or I can recline it back. I can also change the angle of just the upper part of the back. I can also release just the head, and then I can also add a little oomph to the lumbar spine. You can't really see it, but I'm getting that lift in my lower back. It's like a little pillow. You know, if you've ever tried to put a support pillow or something when you're driving, this is like giving you a custom experience every single time you sit down. Now, I'm in the power recliner, which has the remote control, so you can choose that. That's our biggest savings. And really, if you shop around at retail, we offer the power version at a less price than the manual version at retail. So today you get all the upgrades and you get it at less than the manual price. So there has never been a better time to try LaZBoy. We love bringing you these here at HSN because we give you the best values. We also give you 30 days. Like, if for some reason you change your mood or change your mind, you can return your LaZBoy. But these are going to be delivered right to your front door. And let's just kind of break it down for you, our savings. You're gonna pick your color, and the sooner the better, because we're just launching this right now. Right now we have all the colors in both the choices, but we're down to a few dozen now in some of our choices. We don't have a lot of these, but what we do have is a great value. You see we have the rocker recliner. The regular price on that one is coming in at, can't quite read it from here, $2,100, and now our weekly deal drop is $1,100. The savings is almost $1,000 off. If you get the power version, your saving is going to be over $1,300 off. That chair at retail is over $3,000. You're getting yours today at $1,300 off. So when you really add up the savings, the fact that we have flex pay and that we have financing for you, you just can't beat this value anywhere else. So let's go over the colors and we'll take you on a nice tour. So this is the natural. This is the lightest shade. These are some of the lightest shades you've ever brought us. And I think this is what people have been waiting for, because they were worried because it wasn't water repellent or stain repellent fabric. Now you can go ahead and have your cranberry juice and sit in that natural. This is the hemp, which is nice.
Isn't it beautiful? It's a wonderful look of menswear. If we can get in really tight, this is almost like a weave itself of linen, and then you've got that diagonal, almost a denim or a chevron type of look to it. So there's a couple different patterns going on in those neutral threads. And then our first time ever, the pattern. And look at how beautiful the matching is as well as we come across the back. That's one thing a lot of customers worry about. Is it gonna match? Well, you can see on the arms and the back as it comes up around that we do a beautiful job of matching, which really gives you that designer-oriented look in that pattern. And then this beautiful color. This is my favorite personally because it does have the gray undertones as well as the greens, and there is a little bit slight amount of blue in here. And blue and those greens are our custom order top colors because it's hard to fit those in the home, and this kind of fits everything. We have gray floors right here at HSN in this studio. It's every single color, whether it's the naturals, they all look beautiful with the gray, and then the green just makes this pop even more. And I want to say, you brought up that lumbar support. This being your power recliner, and I'll show with the camera right here. Oh, did you take that remote?
It might be over here.
Did you? Well, I'm going to push the find my remote button.
Okay,
and let's see
let's
what
find
happens.
it.
Oh yes.
See, I even have two remotes, but I know which one you were looking for.
Look how far away that remote was from the chair. So we're going to press any button and that will stop. So there's a perfect example of Find My Remote. I want you to watch this lumbar area. I'm going to increase the lumbar. Now, LaZBoy is known for their lumbar support, but this increases an additional 3 inches. That's unheard of in the furniture industry to give you that extra support. All of these that we show you, that headrest that lifts up to an additional 55 degrees, these are features and they are motors.
Wow.
So you talked about how you want to put an extra pillow behind you. If you have the lumbar support in your car, you probably didn't realize, but that's an air bladder. And if you overuse it or you put an extra pillow back there, or in one case I had to use a water bottle, my back was hurting so bad, I popped the bladder. And I have to have the entire seat replaced. You can't replace the part. These are motors, so that when you lower it to the comfort area that you need. You lower the lumbar to your area of comfort and your need. And I'm going to take that headrest all the way back down.
Okay, look at the headrest coming back.
You have these options because the reclining part is a motor. The leg rest part is a motor. This is a motor. You'll never break a bladder in our chairs. That's because we're going to do what's the most for comfort and innovation for you. And then again, this motor in the top. We even go as far as putting springs in the back, so that if somebody was standing behind you and you were lowering the back, there's no pinch points because this springs away from you also. So we think of these little safety features and of course all of the durability and the comfort features.
And that's what I think makes LaZBoy, I mean, they're just best in class, right? When you think about recliners, what's the #1 brand that comes to your mind? It's probably LaZBoy. So show us all the different angles we can create. So you can get really, it feels like a custom-made chair because you can find that it will lift up your legs. You can relax the back, you can adjust the headrest, and you can adjust the lumbar spine.
So this is, I'm gonna just start kind of a natural rocking rhythm. Even though it's rocking, we can lower the backrest. And as the back goes backward, I want you to notice that the front comes forward. And this is really important, especially if you have longer legs and are taller. This is a 43-inch back height, which is perfect for people that have the longer torso. But if you have longer legs, by this coming forward, it always supports. Once that's in a full recline, look how much leg rest room you have. Now we're gonna raise the leg rest itself. It can be a single touch, or you can take it all the way up. And as you raise the leg rest to its fullest position, the recliner continues to go back. This is what we consider zero gravity. So that means your legs are focused up above the heart for the most comfort and sound resting. And then the TEMPURResponse goes all the way in the back in areas that you don't even see, comes all the way forward up to support behind the knees and all the way to the tip, what I call seat to feet, so that you get that perfect contoured custom. And look, when I push my hand down, you can see this is supporting all of the parts of my hand. When I lift that up, it comes to full support again, ready for that next custom seating for the next loved one in the house.
And that's all Tempur-Pedic foam.
That's right.
That's all that proprietary foam. You're getting the best of the best. I will tell you, there's someone in your family who would really love this chair. And maybe there's 2 people. Maybe it's mom and dad, maybe it's grandma and grandpa, maybe it's your sister and your brother, maybe it's for yourself and your partner or your spouse. There has never been a better time to get a great LaZBoy chair. It's the #1 brand. We have the best price anywhere. We're about $1,300 off retail. If you were to try to find this power recliner out there, our price for the power recliner is better than the price for the manual if you were to shop around. So that's why we love bringing you LaZBoy. I know it's a considered purchase. I know it's something you want to think about, but when you have the best brand and you have the best price and you have financing and at home in-house delivery
included,
it's all included. It kind of just means the stars have aligned. Everything is here for you. All you need to do is pick your favorite color and pick if you want the manual or if you want the power version. So you will enjoy just the subtle rocking the minute you sit down. But if you have someone who's expecting a baby, I had a friend just have a baby, and I know there was a lot of thought that goes into those babies'
That's
rooms.
right.
You're gonna spend
They
a
are.
lot of hours rocking the baby,
That's right.
feeding the baby. You might be half asleep with the baby. Where are you gonna get comfortable? Or where's mom gonna get comfortable?
right.
I visit my in-laws. I live in a retirement community. Every single individual family home in this community, Amy, they all have 2 recliners.
Oh.
Because Everybody gets their own recliner. Whether you have your own home or whether you're renting or maybe you're purchasing for someone who's in independent living or assisted living, they have realized that when you are spending more time seated, you need the comfort, you need the support, and you need all the right alignment for any height, any weight, any body type, day or night, whether you're upright and watching TV or whether you're half asleep. If you know someone who's recovering from an illness or an injury, it's not uncommon for them to tell you you're going to have to sleep partially upright
it's true.
for
It's
a few
absolutely true.
days or maybe even a few
That's right.
weeks. This is why we love La-Z-Boys, and some of you maybe even have problems sleeping at a full recline on your mattress at home, and some of you prefer sleeping in a La-Z-Boy. This is why it's important to really think about making a great decision and making an intelligent choice. Because to get the best brand at the best price with the most beautiful colors, this will look beautiful in your home. I just love the styling.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's not overwhelming. It's not ostentatious. It's just sleek. It can go with your traditional. It can go with your classics. It can go with your contemporary. It could be modern. It could be a beach house. It could be a farmhouse vibe.
That's right, and that's the beauty
It'll be
of
your
it.
favorite chair in the house.
It will. Sarah, I want to point out, you've got much longer legs than I have, and your feet are touching the ground.
Yes.
Mine are not. And that I sat down and my natural rocking rhythm started. But watch what this chair can do. Maybe you aren't someone that wants to recline, but you need the comfort and want the comfort. I'm going to raise that headrest to come up and meet me because I'm sitting as far back as I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to raise the headrest and let it come to meet me. I don't need an extra pillow. Now my head is supported. To get my feet to touch the ground, isn't that amazing? To get my feet to touch the ground, all I'm going to do is increase the lumbar pillow, and now look, my foot is on the ground. And that's how you can customize the seating. If I go back to the home button, look, my feet are back off the ground again. I mean, isn't that amazing that the chair can move you without you having to move and make yourself comfortable? It's just wonderful.
All right, we're gonna go through the colors one more time. I know a lot of you making your final decisions. This is the best time to order because right now we have all the colors and we have both the manual version. Will you show us the manual one more time?
I will.
I just want everyone to see that this is not something that takes a lot of, you know, elbow grease. You don't have to go to the gym to work a manual recliner. It's just a very subtle touch, and that lever on the side of your chair activates all the different positions.
And as you sit in it, the back works with you. So I'm going to close it. I want everyone to hear the clicks because the clicks are the sound of comfort with La-Z-Boy. So I don't want